Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Whom It May Concern, the podcast. I am your host and your homie, Philip Brandon. Thank you all for putting forth the effort to check out the channel. If you end up liking any of this content at the end, don't be afraid to like, share, comment, and then subscribe. We'd appreciate that. Hope all of y'all are doing well. I just want to make sure that we're touching the people, we're getting the opportunity to connect, and make sure we're bringing you what's real, what's relevant. In the previous episode, talked about the back to school blues, and what I mean by that is, I put my kids in school. Obviously, it's back to school time, and within a week, kids got sick as a dog. So it kind of threw me off my game, threw off my work schedule, and the grind that we were, at the pace we were going at, had to slow it down. But I learned some things in that process, and you can't always go 100 miles an hour. It's actually not good for you to do that. While it wasn't fun having to, shuttle kids back and forth to doctor's appointments, really concerned about their health and well-being, it allowed me to be a little bit more present. And so if it's one thing, I want to get across, is one thing that the folks should know about me is that my kids are going to get my all, right? Like, I don't want to deprive them. And I'm not just talking about like empty the wallets and, buy them everything, but time, talent, treasure. And that goes for my family. So I want folks who are near to me or have any engagement with me to know that, I'm a real dude. And if I mess with you, you're going to get the best of me. But for my kids in particular, my family in particular, I want to give them my all, and that literally is giving you the shirt off your back. But most importantly is spending time. And so in the time frame when basically the household was down and out, my oldest kid got sick, young kids were sick, I was fortunate. The immunity, thank God to the great immunity and the holistic practices was keeping me sturdy, kept my wife sturdy. We didn't falter. But it could have got real. We were nursing. We were getting kids, shuttling kids back and forth and doing different things, keeping the household running. It takes a certain amount of energy. It definitely takes a certain amount of effort, a concerted effort, and it takes a village to get these things done. Shout out to the village as well. Folks that checked in and helped out, but I had to slow it down. And that allowed just to kind of say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just take this little bit of time off. We're not gonna post as much. I might not get to an episode right now. That's okay. My kids needed me more. Family needed me more. And you don't earn that badge of honor like all willy-nilly. Like you gotta put the work in. You gotta put the work in. And so I think it comes naturally, but it was a grind. And it kind of wore me down a little bit. The back to school just started. So can you imagine there's gonna be a lot more of this to go? And you just gotta be up for the challenge. You gotta be up for the challenge and understand that like this is what the long game is, and that's kind of what school presents. So we look forward to some spring breaks, some fall breaks, Christmas breaks for sure. But it's good to have everybody on the mend and feeling better. Definitely want to point that out. Did anyone catch the U.S. Open? Do y'all see how big the U.S. Open is getting? You see all the celebrities that are now paying attention and pulling up, almost like how they go like Super Bowls and NBA games, and I love that. I love that for the sport of tennis. I'm a tennis enthusiast. Notice I said enthusiast, not the best tennis player. But if you want to test me, you could, you get the service, all good. But I love it for the sport of tennis. And, shout out to a lot of folks who are culturally, doing their thing, man. Francis Tiafoe, salute you, dude, man. I know you've been doing your thing for quite a while, and there's several others, so I don't want to leave anybody out. But make sure you're tuning in and support our tennis stars who are up and coming, because they're more than just Venus and Serena now. We got more than just Venus and Serena, and that's a really cool thing to notate in this sport. Tennis is a very competitive, very hard sport, and it takes you got to be a technician, man. You have to be a technician when it comes to that game. So shout out to anyone who's doing it on a high level. But especially, black and brown men and women of color. I salute you all. So sorry, not being biased, but I'm just a fan. So, shout out. I watched quite a few games, quite a few matches. It was really exciting. Almost kind of, the NFL for me has been kind of hit or miss. I know the season is back and football is my first love, really and truthfully, but it just hasn't hit the same in a while for me. I don't know why I call it, maybe I just get easily distracted now. Maybe I just, the game is just different now, but I'm into, it's good to open your palate to other sports, golf, Olympics, racetrack, whatever. Doesn't always have to be that one single sport. And, for years it was just basketball and football, but tennis is lit. Tennis is lit. And so even as a parent, I want to be open to allowing my kids to try several sports. As a matter of fact, I'll hit you in on a little secret. Because my kids, my little ones, they are so athletically inclined and they have so much energy, we actually started them in gymnastics. Yeah, we went to a gymnastics class, and while I wasn't impressed with the facility and some of the customer service of the people that were there, I'm not going to put you all on blast. I'll do that in person. I'll come up there and let you know myself. I do see the potential for my kids to really enjoy that sport. And that's something I think I might want to pursue for them. They like to crawl and hang and be gymnasts, and they did a fantastic job when they were there. So I may have found a new outlet. I encourage parents, hey, don't put your kids in the box. It doesn't always have to be soccer. It doesn't always have to be t-ball, baseball. Open them up. Golf, swimming, tennis, gymnastics. I think it could be really good for their development. And that's something that my wife and I are going to definitely try to do. I mean, every weekend, just damn near, we're trying to find a creative outlet, to help them with their energy level. And that's something that will also help them physically, mentally mature. And I think that just could be an ultimate game changer for a lot of kids. So parents, if you're already in tune, you're already doing these things, hey, more power to you. If there's some recommendations that I should be aware of, please comment, let me know. Definitely open to letting, to sharing more, or understanding more about these games. As a kid myself, it was, you go outside, you play kickball, with the homies or the people in your neighborhood, a pickup game, a basketball, you ride your bike. These were our outlets, so to speak, until I started playing football. Never saw a tennis court growing up. Like, that wasn't even a thing. Golf, non-existent. Swimming, not so much. So I want to be able to, as a parent, one of the things we look forward to is, again, it's not about giving your child more or spoiling them, but I think it's about opening the access point. I think that allowing for greater access and for greater opportunities for, things that you as a child maybe didn't have. And I think my wife and I were doing a good job. So again, shout out to the parents that are doing that. We salute you. I just wanted to talk about the week thus far. The summer's over. That's a wrap. So we're into falls. Anybody started their Christmas shopping? Do you got Christmas lists? Or even you're putting up you big Halloween enthusiasts. I know that's a huge thing right now with the fall, and you won't see anything. There won't be no skeletons, no bones, and no nothing that scary stuff in my yard. You'll get some pumpkins. That's what you'll get. Ain't gonna be no spooky dookie down. We don't roll like that. But hey, you know, to each his own, and to the season, I guess. But I'm excited. The weather's kind of changing. It's a little bit more crispier in the morning, sweater weather. Um, I gotta admit, like I said, the summer used to have me in the chokehold. That was my favorite time of year. But the summer just be too damn hot now. Like, it's just too hot. I can't even really rock with the sun. Like, you get one good day at the pool, and then it's like, what am I supposed to do with everything else? So I kind of feel like the summer has just been wasted away. But now it's like, all right, you can go outside and enjoy the weather a little bit. It feels decent, feels good. So I'm happy about that. we're here now. So you'll probably be seeing a lot more content. I'll probably even just post, some of the little stuff that me and my family like to get into on the weeks and on the weekends. And, you get a little preview into my life and, what Murray Yank is about. But listen, y'all, it's been fantastic. We have eclipsed, I think, our 10th episode now. And that's not an easy thing to do, especially with the lifestyle and my commitments and responsibilities. So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for putting out these miniature episodes for everyone, just kind of getting to understand and to rock with you. And listen, I am open for suggestions. I have a plethora, a whole whiteboard of topics I want to discuss, but I also like to discuss things as it's relevant to my life right now, right? Like in real time. And so I bring that to you. But parents, I'd love to hear your perspective on several, comments or topics. I'm open to discuss it. So leave your comments. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you liking the vibe so far. And let's connect. Let's get this thing rolling, to whom it may concern. That means all of y'all. That means everybody, lottie-dottie and everybody. But much love for stopping by the page. Be sure to like, share, and comment, and then subscribe. Hope to see you soon. Peace and love.